The sky is falling.
Has the real estate bubble finally burst? Rumors of the death of the real estate market have been greatly exaggerated. I'm KariS with Century 21 Real Estate Center, here to help you stay up to date with the latest. The market isn't dead, but things have certainly changed. Here's a look at what's been going on. After median price in North King and South Snohomish counties leveled off from March to May, they've gone down for 2 months and now stand at just about $950,000. That might seem like cause for concern, but we need to put it into context. Let's pull back and look at median prices for this area over the last 5 years. Each year, we see a general seasonal trend of prices rising for the first half of the year and falling for the last half of the year. 2020 is the outlier here, as the first wave of lockdown brought uncertainty that squashed the market. But then instead of seasonal decline for the second half of the year, we stayed fairly level. 2021 and 2022 returned to our normal pattern, with this year starting out especially strong. Some might even say unsustainably strong. But housing prices weren't the only prices quickly on the rise, and so the Fed stepped in and raised interest rates to try and get inflation under control. I have a whole video devoted to this if you want more in-depth look at inflation. In April, the average rate on a 30-year mortgage climbed above 4% for the first time in 3 years, and they continued to climb, peaking at nearly 6% at the end of June. Just imagine yourself as a buyer during this time. You've been looking for a certain type of house in a certain price range, but the whole market just moved right out from under you. If you were looking for a median price home in March with rates at 4% with 20% down, you'd have a monthly mortgage payment of about $47.20. In June, median prices were nearly identical, but with the rates nearly 6%, that same house now carried a monthly mortgage of almost $5,700. I've worked with a lot of buyers in my 17 years in the industry. None of them could just absorb an extra $1,000 a month added to their mortgage. To keep the mortgage payment from March, June buyers needed to lower their price range from $990 to $850, a $140,000 decrease. If you've ever seen a movie knowing it got great reviews and been underwhelmed, you know just how much expectations can shape your experience and how hard it can be to shift those expectations. Buyers are currently in the process of shifting expectations. If you're a buyer, that might mean a house that's a little smaller than the ones you've seen before, a little older, a little less updated. Some buyers may take a break while they readjust, while buyers on the fringe of affordability might get pushed out of the market altogether. The readjustment period is coinciding with our normal seasonal changes, and together they've had a logical impact. The median price is down, now at $950. Inventory is up, now at its highest level since 2019. But what does this mean for our market? Is the sky falling? No. Unequivocally, no. The average home still gets full asking price. That's down from the ludicrous record-setting 12% over a few months ago. But if we look at the last 10 years, we see that during the busiest months we have spikes, but we tend to stay around 100%, which is exactly where we are now. Unemployment remains low, around 3.5%, and the rising interest rates have leveled off, even gone down a bit. At the time of this filming, we've dipped just under 5% again. And also that high inventory we have isn't all that high when we look at their averages over the last 10 years. The last few years have been record low inventory, which has driven some of the price increases and bidding wars we've seen. When you're selling, it seems great, but since we all need a place to live, nearly every seller is also a buyer. So a more balanced market is better for everyone. Our current inventory is getting us back towards a balanced market. Fears of inflation and recession may make buyers move a little slower and spend a little less. I'd expect to see prices continue to correct and cool a bit from the overheated market we've been in. So the name of the game is patience. If you want to talk about how the current state of the market affects your specific situation, send me an email and subscribe to my channel to get all the latest updates. Stay safe and thanks for watching.